Caught in the nick of time.
Oh my God. If I didn't record this, I would have cried. Okay. Okay, I think it's recording. All right. All right, so welcome to tonight's team training. Thank you all for coming. And today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through like, let's say someone shows interest in joining Bitclub Network with you. What happens, because I know a lot of you are unclear and it can be slightly overwhelming. Like I didn't have anyone to really like break it down, but luckily Pete was my sponsor. So he did, he really helped me, like he guided me. And then what I wanted to do is kind of document this for you guys so that, I don't know, let's say your upline is not available to help you when you urgently need someone, let's say it's a weekend, at least you guys can use this so you guys know what to do. All right, so let's say someone comes in and they say, I want to join Bitclub, all right? Can you help me get started, all right? Now, the first thing you do, and this was kind of an agenda, but then I ended up breaking it down into steps for you guys here so I can share it with you. And you guys can use this as a guideline so you guys can tick off every box and you'll be like, okay, did I get this done? Did I not get this done? Okay. So the first thing is you need to help them get Bitcoin. Now, if they have it, that's super awesome. Like that prospect is a red hot lead because you can get them in within seconds. Like all you literally need to do is enroll them. But if they don't have Bitcoin, this is the hardest step. So I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. This is sometimes the biggest pain in the ass. And because it's the hardest step, you guys might quit on following up with people, or you might give up, or you think that it's a complicated process to get people involved into Bitclub. The thing is, this is the only step that's going to really be a pain, all right? And in some countries more than others. But I have a slideshow, and I'm gonna go through it because I remember using this to create a video. And I'm gonna go through it with you guys. So I'm assuming you can see the screen. If you cannot, someone just unmute yourselves and tell me you're not seeing anything. But the first slide says get a Bitcoin wallet, okay? So the first thing they need is a Bitcoin wallet, and they can get a free one. There are two, I would say, user-friendly wallets, and a lot of people like blockchain, and then a lot of people like Coinbase. I prefer Coinbase. In fact, my second slide talks about Coinbase. And if you guys have Coinbase, I forgot to take this off, but there is no description box anyway. Well, you guys, if you have Coinbase, you can be affiliated with them. Like you're automatically affiliated with them, and you can get $10 worth of Bitcoin for every person you bring into Coinbase. And once they buy their first $100 worth of Bitcoin, you get $10 and they get $10. So it's like a nice incentive to get some extra Bitcoin, I would say. So you can either use Coinbase or blockchain. It doesn't matter. They're both free. They're both user-friendly. Coinbase is also an exchange. So this one is also an exchange, okay? Actually, you know what? I think this one is, sorry, this is also Coinbase. I don't know why this is here. But anyway, the most important thing is that you guys know that you have blockchain and there you have Coinbase. They're both free. What I like about Coinbase is it's also an exchange. However, the problem with Coinbase is that it has, in most countries, terrible limits. So there's so much you can buy in Bitcoin. So it would be better off if people just use it, say, as a wallet where they can store their Bitcoin on what we call a soft wallet. Although I do recommend you all get a hardware wallet, which is a ledger. If you don't, look into it. Just YouTube hardware ledgers, just so that you safeguard your Bitcoin. And it's like a USB stick. And you just put your Bitcoin on it literally, and you keep it even in your safe if you want to be extra safe, all right? But if you want to store your Bitcoin somewhere, you can have blockchain and Coinbase, and then you can secure them even more with Google Authenticator. I have Google Authenticator on everything, on Bitclub, on my wallets, so just, always take extra precautions. So yeah, so another option then I will show you guys later though. Once people buy Bitcoin, they don't even need to keep their Bitcoin here. Let's say they just get enough through Coinbase, for example. I'll just use Coinbase as an example. Let's say they want to get a founder's pack. All right, they need $3,500 plus $99. All right, so that's $3,600. So you tell them, okay, use the exchange to get $3,600 for your founder's pack. I'll show you how they can send that Bitcoin. Once they receive it, they can send it directly to Bitclub. All right, there's a way to do it. So there's like an address, and you just send the money, like, sorry, the Bitcoin there. All right, and then they can buy their pools like that. All right, so, or they can send it to you and you can do it on their behalf because they won't be able to do it that way, sorry. So let's say they're warm leads and they say, you know, can you help me out? I've had lots of people that trusted me, never met me before, just saw my videos, and they sent me like, you know, Bitcoin and had me do it for them. So yeah, so first get a wallet, where to store the Bitcoin or where to send the Bitcoin. Let's say they're not sending it to Bitclub right away. All right, the next step is they need to get involved with an exchange. Okay, so the exchange is what's going to allow people to exchange fiat currency into Bitcoin. So this is the dollar, the euro, the yen, okay? They're going to exchange it into Bitcoin and they need an exchange, all right? So the way most exchanges work is pretty simple. You link your bank card, your credit card, or your debit card, depends on the options for each exchange. You link it, and then you can buy Bitcoin through the exchange, all right? And then you receive it in the exchange, or they might tell you to provide an address, like a Bitcoin wallet ID, where to send it, which is why you would need the wallet here, okay? Now, let's say you're in Canada. Now, different people in Canada, you know, some like Quadriga CX, some others like Kraken. Some people have also complained about Quadriga. The reviews seem good. A lot of people from Canada told me they've used this and they had 0 issues. So Quadriga CX is your exchange for Canada, or Kraken, all right? I am aware that Canada is a bit, unfortunately, not the easiest place to get Bitcoin, because I believe that you, like, even let's say you wanted to use a broker, you can't exchange, like, you can't send your money, you know, across Canadian borders. So I don't know exactly how it works, but people in Canada have used these exchanges and have gotten Bitcoin through them, all right? For the United States, Gemini is the most popular one, all right? You just link your card and you buy the Bitcoin. Very simple. Yes, there's a process. You have to get verified, and then they have to clear your money, and then you can buy the Bitcoin and send it to any address you want, all right? Glidera is another option. I know a lot of people that are from the US within my team that used Glidera. Again, you link your card and you exchange the Bitcoin, and you have to send it to like a Bitcoin wallet ID, which is why I suggested right away from the beginning, just get a Bitcoin wallet. It's free to get, all right, because you're gonna need the ID, and you can't join, let's say people don't wanna trust you. I'm not saying that you guys are untrustworthy, but we can't assume that people are gonna trust us with their Bitcoin. So let's say they can't send it to us, they wanna do it themselves, all right, then they need a wallet. They have to get the free wallet so that they get a free wallet ID, so that when they use something like Glidera, when they're exchanging their fiat currency, in this case the dollar, into Bitcoin, they can send it to the wallet ID, all right? So that's US. Those exchanges are pretty good. Europe, very simple, Bitpanda. It's amazing. I actually have a verified account with them. People in the UK have used it, and many other people in Europe. Super easy to use. So basically, you get verified on webcam, and they tell you show your passport next to your face, and they verify you like literally. You just stay in the queue for a few minutes, and then they verify you. You're good to go. You can buy Bitcoin on the spot. It's like amazing. So In fact, Bitpanda is Europe's most popular service to buy and sell Bitcoin. So you can even sell your, so it's literally an exchange, so you can even sell your Bitcoin here. And they put the Bitcoin, like when you receive the Bitcoin, which is instant, it's inside Bitpanda, and from there you can send it anywhere. It's pretty amazing. Australia. Now, Australia, I recently had someone join in from Australia. I've worked with people from there before. CoinJar seems to be the best one. I know Coinbase, yeah, it's Coinbase. Coinbase was pretty popular last year, but this person told me she went onto Coinbase and she had really bad limits, which was surprising because a lot of Australians really raved about Coinbase, but this year, I don't know what happened, but CoinJar seems to be the best option. This is quite a process with CoinJar, so you have to get verified, and then you have to exchange the Bitcoin, and then once again, they have to clear you. So you can't use the Bitcoin. So once you get the Bitcoin, they literally have to clear you. Like you have to wait 7 days, and then you can use your Bitcoin. So I'm just giving you guys a warning. With Australia, there is this process, all right? But it's dummy friendly. I never used CoinJar, and I managed to get someone in Australia to buy Bitcoin through it, and now she's in Bitclub. So yeah, once she had the Bitcoin, it was like instant. Today in seconds, she had like a founder's pool, and she was in with her membership and all, and yeah, so it really is just the Bitcoin that's the big step here. India have Zep Pay, all right? So people who I had coming in from India use Zep Pay, no issues. Again, just link the credit card. You know, and if you guys like, I can't obviously say looking up YouTube videos and explaining the exact process for each one, or I'll be here all night because there are other things I want to cover. But if you're like super unclear or you want to like need extra guidance, just go to YouTube and put, for example, how to use Zep Pay. Like today, I looked up, like for example, you know, I wanted to help people with the Cash App. So I looked up how to use the Cash App on YouTube, you know? That's how I learn my stuff. So that's Zep Pay for India. Asia and South Africa. Now, obviously, like with Asia, there are exceptions. Like Japan, I know can't use Luno. So you would need to find alternatives to help them. I'll give you guys like an idea. I came across this in Madrid recently, and I was like, this is something I should share with them. So there's Luno for South Africa and Asia, all right? So that's like Luno's the most popular one for these two countries. I know that Luno can be used in other countries, but it's mainly popular in Asia and South Africa, right? Then there's, now I put this under other because Coin Mama functions in many like other countries. That's really like South America and Central, as far as I know. But there might be exceptions once again. So you need to check. You can't just assume it's gonna work there, but I've had people that if these exchanges, like the ones I just mentioned don't work for them, then, you know, I revert to Coin Mama, and in many cases it worked, okay? Now this is what I was referring to. Like I was in Madrid, sorry, I live in Madrid. I was in El Corte Inglés. It's like this big, huge mall. They're everywhere. And you go in and, you know, there's like a whole section with vouchers. And they had this BitNovo. And I actually downloaded the app to see what it is. And you buy these, like you can only get them $100 in one go. Like you cannot, there isn't more than $100, sorry, euros. And what you do is you buy it. You have like probably a code at the back. It was all in Spanish, so I wasn't understanding. And then I picked up what it is from the app. So I opened the BitNovo app, and then you basically redeem a voucher, and you put in like, I believe you just put in your like ID. Like there will be like some stuff at the back of this voucher that you input to redeem it, and then you can like buy any cryptocurrency you like literally any. Not any, but like they have like the most popular ones like Dash and Ethereum, Bitcoin. So I thought it was pretty awesome because if someone's really stuck, and at least if I could help them with at least I don't know, 600 euros. That would be more than $600. But you know, if someone is really, really, really stuck and this is my only resort, you know, I'll do it. So yeah, see if you have like vouchers locally that you can exchange into cryptocurrency, because if Madrid has them, I would imagine that most places have these cards, and probably you would have bigger amounts than us, because Bitcoin, like cryptocurrency, is not a big deal yet here. So I was really surprised to see that. So always keep an eye out in your big stores, like these big local stores, and see if there's anything like this that can really, like, you know, maybe if you're stuck with prospects, is the only way to help them, okay? And then there's the Cash App. The Cash App is not available everywhere, but check it out, because I know that this is quite instant. Basically, what all you do is link your credit card, debit card, and then you have to actually load some money into your Cash App, and then you can exchange it into Bitcoin, right? So you just have to find like where there is the you know, dollar to Bitcoin exchange within the app, and then you can exchange, all right? In fact, I had one person, he was a cold prospect, like a cold lead, because we've been testing SMS blasting. And he wasn't techie and everything, but he actually had the Cash App, and that really saved my life, because I didn't know how else I could have helped him other than getting these vouchers. So that's another option. I've had one person who's used the Bitcoin ATM. The way it works is you go to the ATM, you have to scan the QR code where you can receive the Bitcoin. So Coinbase, I know, has a QR code. I mean, most Bitcoin apps should have this. Like if you have the app, let's say you know, the place where you, actually, you know, most wallets should have the QR code. So like Coinbase, if you download the app, it has the QR code. You scan it, you know, so that the machine reads the code and it knows where to send the Bitcoin. You give it cash, you literally deposit cash into it, and then it sends you, like it converts it into Bitcoin and it sends it directly to your wallet. So that's how it works. I think there are different ATM machines, so you would need to see, like you need to like go on Google, look up Bitcoin ATM locator, see where where you can find the closest one, and see how you would have to use it in case the process is different, and also check the fee. The fees are not so cheap with these ATMs, okay? And one last resort in case you're really, really stuck, and it's not my favorite one. I've never had anyone use it. I don't highly recommend it, but just in case, there is this website called Local Bitcoins. And basically, you can meet, like, you can see if there's someone locally who's selling Bitcoin, and then before you meet up, like, you would decide how you're going to exchange the Bitcoin and what the fees are. But apparently most people charge like ridiculous fees, so I would try and use one of the methods I showed you guys before. Okay, so that's literally all it is. Once they have the Bitcoin, I'm just gonna check the chat because I'm seeing two. Yeah, ATM machines charge about 5%, more or less. All right, so let's go back to, no, not this. All right, so let me use this so that I don't skip anything. So help them get a Bitcoin wallet, so Coinbase or blockchain. Then help them buy Bitcoin, all right? Now, they can also send the Bitcoin from the exchange, to I'm gonna put this like your Bitcoin wallet, and I'll show you guys how you can do that. So let's say you wanna help them out, all right? I had a lot of prospects that trusted me with this. So what you do is you go to your Bitclub account, go to My Wallets, Bitcoin wallet. Let's give this some time. Scroll down. Let me make sure it's this deposit. Yeah, deposit, right? So deposit Bitcoin, and you need to send them this address. And what this does is if you give it to them, they can send you the Bitcoin once they have it over here. And what you can do is you would need to convert it. So you have under resources a conversion tool. you need to convert this over here, all right, into Bitcoin Cash. Okay, and the reason being is the only way you can buy their membership and their pool is if you have Bitcoin Cash. But you can do this so easily here, it takes literally seconds, right? So if you have the Bitcoin, it's convert Bitcoin and you enter the amount and you agree and you convert the tokens, okay? Super simple. So then what you would do is you go to the Bitcoin Cash wallet and from here, you can pay it forward for them. All right, so literally put in just their like member username. So make sure that it's correct, because if you do a mistake, remember, there are no chargebacks with this. So you cannot do a mistake here. All right, so you put in their name and then select. You want to get them the membership first, okay? Make sure they're active. Now, before you can get them the pool, they need to verify their account, all right? But I'll get to that later. But once their account is verified, which is very simple, guys, I mean, you guys know, we've all done this. If you're in Bitclub, the only way to get verified is to receive an email, you get the code, and then you come back to Bitclub, enter the code, okay? Then once they do that from their end, you can buy whichever mining share you want for them, even the GPUs, okay? And it's done, simple. You can place them in the binary, you're good to go, they're good to go, all right? So that's the final step. Now, when is a VPN required? All right, so I still get this question, but the VPN is only required for people in the US. The only reason is they want your backs covered with the IRS. Bitclub is not going to be responsible for your taxes if you're in the US. And basically this way, you know, no one can track you. You can keep your Bitcoin in like you can send it to your wallet from Bitclub, and you can keep it in your wallet and exchange it when you like. All right. And then obviously, guys, I'm not an accountant or a tax advisor, so let me make that really loud and clear. I'm just saying how it works in Malta. I'm assuming it works the same with you. But if I exchange any Bitcoin into my fiat currency to pay my bills, you know, obviously my bank can detect that, and they would obviously assume that I'm going to pay tax on that, and they always cross-check, but I always pay tax on anything I exchange into my account, all right? But what we're trying to do here, guys, is hodl. We're trying to keep our Bitcoin until it's more valuable, all right? But let's say you need to pay bills. I understand it's, you know, Bitclub is my primary business, so sometimes I need to exchange some Bitcoin to pay my bills. All right. Now for a VPN, I personally used this when I was in the US. When I've traveled to the US, I've used Opera. I just think it's user-friendly. And then what I'll do, guys, is I'll share this sheet with you. But basically, this video is like, I think it's only 5 minutes, and it will explain how to set it up. Super simple. Yeah, it's 5 minutes, literally, and 1 second. It's basically, this guy's Jason, and he's super techy, and he just shows you guys how to set it up so that you can either open your account, and obviously every time you log into Bitclub, you need to have the VPN on. So this video is essential to show you, because it shows you how to switch it on, all right? And that's it. Now, once people have the VPN, they can open their own account. So obviously you send them your affiliate link, and you get that from over here. From resources, marketing tools, all right, is the first one up here, in case you guys didn't know. And then you have all the other languages. So far we have for Arabic, French, German, Korean, Polish. All right. Now, let's say I do this with people mainly from the US. Instead of waiting for them to set up the VPN, you know, I'll tell them, let me enroll you, all right? You can do this with anyone around the world, not just for people in the US. But if you want to enroll someone, it's really simple, all right? So over here, there's enroll member. It's one of the tabs, literally. So you go there, and all you need is their name, surname, their desired email. So always ask them, what's your desired email for me to open your account? Ask them for a desired username, and then make up a generic password, which they can change later, create the account. Now, one of the reasons I recommend you also do this is, let's say you have a hot lead, all right? What this does is it cookies people to me, because once they're signed up with, say, their primary email address, you know, once they fund the account, I definitely know it's coming to me, all right? Maybe they're thinking about it, but let's say they do it later. You know, let's say they try and go through someone else, they're already cookied to you. So they would just need to go back into the account, and once they fund it, you know, you get the commission. So it's kind of like, you know, I also think it's nice sometimes to help people get enrolled. Like if people are really stuck, or people like have issues with doing it themselves for some strange reason, just you know, give me these details, I'll do it for you myself. Okay, I've enrolled quite a few people, and I've even like you know, done the whole thing for them. I would go in the back office and buy like everything they need, all right, because they would send the Bitcoin there and it's good to go. All right, so paying for the membership and pool, and how you can do it for them if they send you the Bitcoin. Actually, I showed you this, guys, guiding them through it after they have their email verified, or using the pay it forward option. So guys, I show you the pay it forward option, and I also explained the email verification. But basically, let's say you give them your affiliate link, all right, and they enroll themselves, all right? Or let's say you enrolled for them using the enroll member option. The only way they can get verified is, you know, they send the code to the email which they signed up with, they use that code, they enter it on that same page, and they're verified, all right? Once they're verified, then they can pay for their membership and they can pay for their pool, all right? Awesome. Now, if you're not going to do it for them, the only way they can do it is they would need to, like, there will be like an upgrade membership button, all right? And it will pull up either it will pull up the address and the code to scan where they have to send the Bitcoin, and they can choose either or. All right, so just explain to them, tell them that's the address where you have to send the Bitcoin. Just go to the exchange where you receive the Bitcoin and put it in, use that link that was generated for you and send it there, okay? And they also have like a time, like there's a certain time, like I cannot remember how long it is, but I think they have like 10 minutes. They have no more than 10 minutes so that they can send the Bitcoin to that address, all right? Normally they are active right away, and then with the pool is the same thing. All right, with the pool they literally just go here then, because once they're in, and then they have access to all of this. So they just go to resources, BTC mining pool. Hold on, no, sorry, not this. Sorry, guys. Shop, buy mining shares, and then they pick the one they want. All right. So let's say they select. All right. Let's say they select this one. Once again, they have the address here, right? They can just copy the address. They can pay with Bitcoin Cash. They can pay with Ethereum, all right? Oh yeah, they have 15 minutes, sorry, all right? Or they can use the scanner. Let's say they have the app on their phone. They scan it, and it goes straight through, all right? And this takes a while to go through. It doesn't go through right away. So if they tell you, oh, I don't see myself, I don't see the pool under my name, you know, tell them, just give it a few minutes. Tell them if they go to, I think it's Bitcoin, I'm not sure if it's Bitcoin wallet or Bitcoin Cash wallet, but back in the days when I bought it was under Bitcoin wallet. Like over here, they would see it in red that they actually paid for it. I think it depends which you know, which cryptocurrency they used to pay with, but let's say they use Bitcoin. I'm gonna assume that it's under Bitcoin wallet, and they will see something in red here saying pending and the pool that they paid for, okay? Then once it's confirmed, it turns green, and when you place them in your binary, it will show up that they have, you know, they have a pool. All right, so that's that. Now, these are just like extra, I mean, that's literally all it is, right? So like I said, the Bitcoin is the major part. The rest is a breeze, all right? Literally, including the VPN part. The VPN is no big deal, guys. And tell people in the States that as long as they keep their VPN on, they're good to go, okay? Never enter Bitclub if you're in the US and you have your VPN switched off. You won't even be able to enter, all right? Now, these are extra, but I wanted to cover them with you because, you know, you guys should know about them. But I'm gonna share this again. I'm gonna share this with you so you guys can see. I have a whole video about the tripod position. And basically, it shows you guys how to set yourselves up with 3 positions. And you'll have your main one at the top. So the one that, you know, when you enrolled, that's the top position at the top. And then basically it's getting 2 more nodes out of that top position and placing one to the left, one to the right. Preferably, they're all founders positions, all right? And the main reason I encourage people to do it is because a tripod position, what it allows you to do is, you know how everyone has the forced repurchase? Because of that forced repurchase, because you've bought 2 accounts under your own account, and Bitclub allows you to do this, by the way. I have bought many positions under my own name. So what happens is those positions, their repurchases, the commissions go up to your top position, right? I explain it in detail in this video, but I wanted you guys to know about it, all right? Because it's a way for you to build your team quickly as well, all right? Because let's say you want to get to builder position. Builder position, all it is 5 people enroll under you, and each of the accounts, sorry, each person that you enrolled from those 5 has at least 2 members, right? So let's say you get 5 people at a tripod position, you are builder, yes. So you're a builder, all right? So that just makes it easier for you to build up, all right? Now, last one, guys, and we're done for the night. Obviously, I'll open this up for questions. So how you can get to builder without prospecting or getting people in as builder, that meant to be typos, in as builder if they have enough cash flow, all right? So just for you guys to know, obviously, all your, like all the requirements for each rank are over here. So you go to my account, my rank, all right, and you'll notice that you're making progress because everything is ticked off, all right? So right now I'm trying to get to master. I have 1 more requirement only, right? But basically, builder is the first one. I mean, miner is easy because it's $99 membership and purchase 1 pool. Super easy. Builder is achieving miner, okay? $10,000 in total enrollment tree volume. Sponsor 5 miners, get 5 miners that each have 2 miners enrolled, which is why I said you can have 5 people that you sponsor directly, all right, that you recruit directly into Bitclub. And then let's say they come in and they set up the tripod position, that if their total sales add up to 10,000 altogether, then that makes you a builder, all right? So basically, let's say someone comes in and let's say they have enough cash flow so that you know, they enroll under you, and then let's say they open 5 positions, all right? If let's say they have over 11, I think they would need about $11,000 more or less. Now 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They'll probably need about $11,500 because they would need to open 5 positions, all right? So let's say they say I have $11,500 worth of Bitcoin. They would need to open 5 positions under you. Sorry, they would open that 1 position under you and then open 5 different, so they enroll themselves using this They enroll 5 different members, okay, with different usernames, of course. And then they need to go on each of those accounts and buy another 2 separate ones, okay? That, all right, would make them a builder, all right? Or they could follow the whole tripod position setup and try and have 5 people come in with 2 people each, all right? Sorry, with the 5 people with the tripod positions. Sorry, it's getting late here, guys, so my mind blanks a little. So yeah, so that's basically it. Let me make sure I took everything off. Yeah, so I explained everything that you have over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this document. In the meantime, guys, do you have any questions for me? You guys can unmute yourselves as far as I know. Who's John G? All right, guys.
Hey everybody, this is Jono.
Hey, Jono.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. You?
I'm doing great. Hey, I wanted to bring something up about Coinbase. Coinbase is great to get started with and stuff, but just as a precaution, I had over $20,000 US cash stolen out of my Coinbase account. So in December and January, so December 2017 and January of this year, there was a mass hacking event at Coinbase, and thousands of people had their accounts hacked. And so what they did is they went in and took whatever USD you had in your Coinbase account, used it inside of your account to buy Bitcoin, and then send the Bitcoin out of your account to wherever their wallet was, whatever. And this is pretty much all happening out of India. And myself and literally countless other people all received letters from Coinbase saying, hey, sucks to be you, be more careful with your digital currency. Well, the fact is the digital currency was not what was stolen. It was USD that was stolen, which falls under banking laws and such. So they've got a big problem with that right now. And I'm actually in the process of suing them. So I would still, tell people it's okay to use Coinbase, but use them on a very small scale. Don't use them as a wallet because, as Kira pointed out, that's a soft wallet system. It's totally insecure. So, having a couple hundred or a few $100 in there, that's fine. But don't use it as a long-term storage facility or wallet facility or anything like that. So just a word of precaution on that front.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for sharing that story. You should, guys, I mean, I really don't really trust any soft wallets, really. Like, I have my hardware ledger, and I learned my lesson because I was hacked as well, like for Bitcoin. But I was lucky I got it back. I was very, very, very lucky. Like, most people didn't get it back, but I was very quick, and I was just lucky. And learn my lesson. So everything's on my hardware wallet, and that was from Bitclub. It's not Bitclub's fault, it's because I do videos, so I am a huge target for people, it's not gonna stop me from doing videos. I just put everything on my hardware wallet, So I recommend, guys, get a hardware wallet. And I remember Pete once telling me, Pete Delmonico, not me, he actually said it on a Zoom. He said, second, I'm gonna mute, guys. He said, make sure you don't get it through Amazon or through eBay, because there are these manufacturers like China where they create them in a way that they can hack into them for you. So you need to make sure that, say I use Nano S Ledger. I actually went to the Nano S Ledger. So even if it comes up, if you think it's more costly, yeah, just saying, you're putting yourself at risk if you buy it from Amazon or eBay, because if it's manufactured not by the company itself, chances are they're gonna get into your Bitcoin and take it away from you. So this is the whole point of it. So Nano S Ledger is the name. I'll put the name of it. So you guys, that's what I use. Some people, I know there are different ones. So you guys may wanna research on YouTube, which are the best ones. I love Nano S Ledger. And if someone steals it, there's a code. There's a code that you need to input, and if people don't have the code, even if they steal it for you, they can't access it. So you can call the company, and I don't know exactly what the process is. Once I even managed to lose my Nano S Ledger in the airport. And I don't know how I found it. I went back for it. My dad drove me back. And I found it. Don't ask me how. I'm a big believer in law of attraction. In the car the whole time I was saying, I am going to find it. And my dad's like, you're so careless. I was like, I'm going to find it. Stop it. I said, don't put it out there. I'm finding it. And I went there, went running. I went like in a few spots and I found it. So, yeah, but it would have been no big deal if I lost it, because I just tried not to lose it though, because they would have never managed to get into it without my code.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So all the Bitcoin that you accumulate in Bitclub, you move it over to your hard ledger?
Yeah.
All of it, all the time?
No, I would wait till I have at least 1 Bitcoin because of the
I gotcha.
fees.
Okay.
Because you have like a 0.02 fee. So I wait till it's like 1 Bitcoin, like because I have my miners set at 100% each. And I recommend, guys, by the way, let me share my screen again so I show you guys what I mean. Because I know not all of you would know all this stuff. So let me share. So let me go to Bitclub. So if you go into, I think it's mining earnings. Let me just make sure. Mining earnings is here. You see how you can set your percentages here. So basically, if you do it 0, anything that you make ROI after you make, after they take your repurchases, you know, it's released into your Bitcoin wallet on the dashboard. All right, or you can have it all reinvested. I mean, you have different percentages, but mine are also at 100%. So I don't take anything out from my mining. I just want to, you know, build my machines as fast as possible. But then anything I make from commissions, you know, if you guys are going to be like working alongside James, myself, and many of the rest of us that decided to take up this marketing system that James has been working on and behind the background, you know, we're going to be building this pretty fast. So your commissions, which will show up over here under Bitcoin wallet, all right, they're going to show up here. Yeah, Bitcoin USD value, you know, like once that hits 1 or 2, I'll straight away put it in the wallet. Like, do not leave it here, because I had my Google Authenticator, and Joby was telling me it takes about 10 people to hack into your account and actually get to your Bitcoin. And they managed to hack and take out all my Bitcoin. And I called Joby right away, and he called someone in customer support. And at the time, right, this was at the time, and they canceled everything. So, and the actual hacker actually contacted me, which was so freaking freaky. And then, by the way, if you go to support, so if you guys if this ever happens to you, just so you know, support actually has like one, where is support? I'm gonna see.
Just the contact, just go to contact.
Oh, here we go, contact. I look for support, not contact, so my brain is like, you should see, open new ticket, select topic, here you go, hacked. That's gonna get them to respond to you right away. And you know, customer service is really good now. I know we had problems with them in the past, but those problems are now gone. Like every time I've messaged support, it's been really quick. But when they see hacked, they're like pretty like spot on.
Yeah, plus, Kara, it should be pointed out that when that happened to you, that was quite some time ago. And at this point, Bitclub has spent countless millions of dollars on security, and so security is so paramount for them, because I have actually talked to support, you know, on the phone and stuff, and you know, their attitude now is, well, good luck hacking us, because we have professionals, you know, constantly trying to hack us on purpose so that we can continue to build up our security systems. So I think it would be almost impossible to hack them at this point, but you know, I don't want people to be overly paranoid about getting hacked at Bitclub, because I don't think it's going to happen again.
Yeah, but they hacked into my personal account, not through Bitclub. So I was responsible, not Bitclub. It was my fault because I mean, guys have to know if you guys are sharing your username ID, you're at risk. That's it. You know, even with Google Authenticator, it's not enough. So it's your job and responsibility to have a hardware wallet. Bitclub's not to blame here because even though I did everything, with my username, they were still able to get in. So, they're hacking Bitclub, that's a different story. And yeah, they've really worked hard on security. They actually and it's like who the hackers are as well.
So you use Nano for the ledger, hard ledger, Nano?
I use Nano S Ledger, and I went directly to their website.
All right.
Yeah, and it's super easy to use. I use Nano too, and it's super easy, and it's awesome.
Very friendly to use. Like I set them up for one person as well. Like in Malta, I got the key for him, and I did it for him. Any other questions? Richard, thanks for the help. You're very welcome. I think, Pete, is that you on 732? I don't know if that's him. All right, so any other comments, questions before I close?
Just one more thing, Kara. You were talking about the tripod position. I just wanted to point out, because this might happen to somebody with a new marketing system. They come across a quote unquote whale, and everybody, there's no reason you can't do this, is to secure your top spot, which is your primary position you get signed up with, then your top spots on your left and right tree, and then the top spots underneath each of those. So that's 7 spots altogether. Now you can get all those spots secured just for the price of the memberships. You don't even have to fund the mining pools initially. So, and that's what I did. So I did the tripod. Now, Kara was whoops, hang on a second. Sorry about that. I'm trading, so that was an alert. Anyway, so the tripod, I didn't even get a chance to initially set up the tripod position because Kara was so fast assigning people up under me. She already started building on one of my legs, which was great. But so I ended up kind of redoing it on my other side. But yeah, so you can just, for the price of membership, get that secured, or at the very least, think about your family and friends, that people that, as this thing grows and you start, earning all those commissions and whatnot. Okay, I want to get my daughter, my son, my brother, my sister. So you can just go ahead and get those positions set up and get that seven position set up initially, just at by securing the membership fee. So it's a good way to think about it, and it's a good way to help other people get set up.
Yeah, you can have your top position by 2 other nodes and just have the membership. But the tripod is just 1, 2, 3. That's all it is, 1, 2, 3 tripod.
And it's funny that you say, get your family, your sister, your brother, your family and friends signed up, because a lot of, MLMs, I see my mom walking in the background, a lot of MLMs, they're always tell your family and friends, and that you get that feeling of, oh God, I don't want to go and talk to my friends and my family about this, right? But with Bitclub, it's different. Like, this is something you really, really want to get your family and friends involved in, because you're going to be setting everybody up for success, right?
Exactly. It's funny because my mom, dad, niece, nephew, brother, cousin are all in it, and I didn't say anything. I just said Bitcoin, and they were all like, Bitcoin, what is this? Help me get some. And my dad just wanted some, my mom just wanted some, and then I got one for my niece, and then my mom got one for my nephew, and then my brother wanted in as well, and then my cousin wanted in as well, and I was like, and I'm like, okay. And now people from the family, not because I don't want them in or anything, it's just like, because I know what happens. Malta's a smaller country. It's like advertising there, you just need word of mouth. Like, it's not like the US, which is this huge country, or Australia. Honestly, if I was just afraid that from a few people within my family, I'll just have all these people coming through everyone. And I don't like dealing with Maltese because most of them don't have they would need to ask so many questions and be so skeptical. Like they don't have that mindset of, whoa, okay, what can do this can do for me? There's a whole like, you know, they're too skeptical. But so yeah, you speak about friends and family. I never tell my friends and family to join my businesses, but this was the one thing that, without saying much, was like, can I come in? Can I come in? Can I come in? So, but yeah.
Oh, I was going to say something else too, really quickly, if that's okay. So you're talking about the VPN, and Pete, I don't know if it was on the last Zoom, but he had mentioned that he said he was talking about how this is a club, and and how I'm sorry, I just completely got distracted. And how, you know, when people are coming in and you're like, okay, there's a process to getting your Bitcoin, especially coming from the United States, because especially coming from the United States, because you know, but it's a process. And so he's like, you kind of like weed out the, you know, the people. What did he say? When you go to a golf club, only way that you can join is by being invited, and we're kind of like that.
Yeah.
Remember him saying that?
Yeah. It's like Bitclub is a club, and you can't just come in like that. You need a sponsor, you know, so you have to find someone to bring you in anyway. So, you know, in fact, some people always watch all these YouTube videos and then they pick one person to be their sponsor. So yeah, that's how you can explain it to people. It's a club. You need someone to bring you in. I don't exactly remember how he explained it. He just said it so well. But yeah, in the US, you do need the VPN. Any other questions? I think that's it.
Are you going to add this to the Facebook, or your notes from today to the Facebook group? Because it has the link in it, in your notes from today, to how to set up the tripod. So are you going to add that to our group?
I put it in the chat for you, but because the chat, it disappears, what I'll do is I'll make sure tonight that when I upload the Zoom, actually the Zoom link will, I'll have a Zoom link once I'm done, and then I'll put the link for you. Awesome.
Kira, when you know somebody and they just flat out say, hey, just send me your affiliate link, I'm going to go sign up for Bitclub right now, and they're not giving you any other choice, so they don't want to go through a funnel or whatever. And so where do you send them? Just with your affiliate link to the Bitclub homepage? What page exactly do you send them to sign up?
The one I showed you and during the training, under my resources. One second, it's under, yeah, resources, marketing tools. It doesn't matter about what the page is. They just need to sign up, you know? So you just send them the sign up page. There's no other way to do it. Hello?
Yeah, I heard you. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, sorry. You were still it's still registering. Yeah, but that's all it is. They're your warm market. Like, I remember even with network marketing in the beginning, I never had special videos or funnels that people used to talk about, or these bridge videos. I used to be like, what the hell are they talking about? I used to just send people to my link because I used to build a relationship through everything else. And that's why they're a warm lead, right? So they come to me like, okay, I want to join your business, whatever it is. And then you just send them the link to whatever it was. And it's the same with Bitclub. I mean, once they know what they're getting into, you know, like even with QuickLister, like the system we're using, we're planning to do a Zoom. So I'll tell you guys about it tomorrow in the group, in the Telegram room, and in the Facebook group that we have. But I will tell the people, call to action is go back to the person and send you this SMS. Tell them to send you their affiliate link or their link, you know, to get you signed up. So it's just a sign up page, and that's the only way they can get in. So it's pretty simple. Any other questions, guys? Okay. Doesn't seem like it. All right, so thank you to all of you, especially those of you that woke up early like Peter and Nelson. And for those of you that stayed up with me like Jacobus, I can see you're on. For the rest of you, so thank you very much for being here. And I will see you on next Monday's call. For those of you that have QuickLister, we'll keep you updated tomorrow. We're going to announce a Zoom that we're going to make for all of you guys that already have leads. If you don't have leads, reach out to your upline, because we've been using text blasting and I've been getting leads with that, and people are asking to get on the phone. So yeah, just reach out to me. And with that being said, for those of you that I'm your upline, if I'm not your upline, go to your upline. So I don't want my phone to be bombarded before I sleep. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here, and you guys have a great evening. Adios.
Thanks, Kara. Have a good night.
Thank you all.
Happy birthday cake.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.